Okay, so here we have, well, if it isn't stuck on my mat, we have Transformers Legacy, is this Evolution or? I'll have to double check. Either way, it's Legacy Commander Class Armada Prime. So here is in vehicle mode, and he's fairly substantial. Now, I grew up in Beast Wars era. I just missed G1 and G2 and was Beast Wars. So, you know, I don't quite get the appeal of this mode. I mean, it looks futuristic, but it also looks weird. Like, how do you have a semi-truck and then the trailer have tank tracks? How does that work? Because on half tracks, you know, the tracks do all the pushing and pulling. So on this, is the truck pulling the trailer? Is the trailer pushing the truck? I don't know. Well, before we get anywhere, size comparisons. Here we have Earthrise Prime in his vehicle mode, and Armada Prime is more substantial in basically every possible way, as he should be, because he's a commander and not just a leader. And for the comparison people actually care about, here we have Legacy Armada Megatron. So, yeah. So, get rid of him for the time being. So, before we talk about Prime, let's talk about the trailer and knock that out. So, you have these fold-out struts to help it stand up. And that's about it for the trailer. So, I reckon we'll go ahead and transform this to base mode, because that was Armada's thing. Armada was all about play pattern. The only thing this is missing, and I'll go ahead and spoil it, the only negative I have for this is that there's no minicons. Alright, so to transform to base mode, what we're going to do, we're going to come to this Autobot symbol, open that up. We're going to come to this panel, open this up, and do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to come to the bottom and unpeg this missile launcher from this gold section. So then we're going to separate these sections, and then we come to the bottom, and I believe, I don't remember which way this is going to go. I think we're going to leave it like this. Now this fell off, we'll deal with that later. So then we're going to bring this panel down, flip this around, and it's got these pegs that'll go into these slots. And so then, so we're just going to bring these down. Well, I did it in the hardest possible way. Then we flip it over. Or maybe I didn't. I'm not going to be defeated by this and go get the instructions. So we'll close this down, fold that down. Before you do that, actually, take that strut. You want to make sure that's still folded out, all the way out, like so. Bring that down, close that up, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure the strut's all the way out, fold that down, and then we're going to rotate this around, I believe. I think we leave it like this. Fold up this little chair, and then we take this section. This was, oops. Yeah. Oh, I see. It was connected over here, not there. So that'll go there. So we arrange this however we feel like it. And we have a battle station. Well, actually, I think this is supposed to go like this for the battle station, because now you have these two guns, and then this gun, and then that one. Yay! And we'll get the obligatory comparison out the way. So here we have Legacy Prime in his battles. Let's see here. Battle station mode. And we see a substantial difference, and in all honesty, everything on Armada Prime is better because, again, different price point. Plus, this, and this didn't even come with a Earthrise Prime. You had to get those in an accessory pack with the Centurion drone. So we'll set this off to the side and talk about Prime. So it looks cool. I'll give him that. It's a little stylized, so it's kind of not all the way to my taste, but that's just me complaining for me. So to transform him, we're going to grab these front pieces, pull them out to the side. Like so. And we're going to grab that, pull it down, fold it down, and real quick, we just got this little detail, which I believe is supposed to be the spark chamber that was in the opening of some episodes when they did the recap. Close up the grill, raise up the camera a bit. Let's cheat and use the box of glory. So we'll pull these shoulders down, straighten the arms up, rotate the hand forward, flip the arm forward, rotate the hand, and bring the shoulder down. Make sure the chest is pegged into place, and then for the legs, we're going to open these doors up, fold out his feet, and we're going to ignore the fists in his wrists and flip these wheels around. Now there is a point I think they peg in, but it doesn't really work. So then we'll open up the hip flaps and bend him forward a little bit to free this up, and then bend out his butt flap. And there we have him. And he's even more articulated than the Armada Bendy Prime. Separate his legs. I usually don't cover articulation unless there's a glaring lack or something out of the ordinary. So then we give him his gun, which was always hilariously oversized in this mode. And yeah, it's pretty good. And then his last gimmick is you can open his chest up and there's the Armada Matrix, which I believe he just threw into Unicron to destroy Unicron and Armada. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't watched Armada all the way through in a long time. So yeah, there's that. And then for the obligatory comparison. So comparison, here's Armada Prime with Earthrise Prime. And I must admit, I like the saturated colors. Oops, forgot to do his knee pads. I like the saturated red a little more than this more muted red. Head sculpts look really good. Very prime, but also very stylized. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And now for the comparison that matters. So here he is with Legacy Armada Leader Class Armada Megatron. And yeah, they look good together. Sizing is, I think, fairly appropriate because I believe Armada Megatron was bigger than default mode Prime. The only thing we need now are some mini-cons. Where are the mini-cons? We'll get him out of frame. So then, let's go to the final thing. We're going to go to Robot Pants mode because that's basically why everybody loves this thing. So first up, we're going to come down here, flip this around. And then this piece, we're going to make sure it's bent down like this, fold out this red piece. So we're going to come around here to the back, unpeg this. Then we're going to take these sections, move them down, Move them down. Turn them. Turn them. Open this up. Open this up. Come around to the front. Pull out the big feet. And now these go across the knees. Except I think I have them the wrong way. Oh wait, I know what I've got wrong. So you gotta turn him at the waist. And then this section, it stays pegged in where it was, except you've got these pegs that'll actually go right there to give him an even bigger butt flap. Because why would Armada Prime not need a big butt flap? So then we're going to take Prime and basically we're going to start undoing what we did before. So put the arms back exactly how they were in vehicle mode. Except we're going to raise them up and leave them up actually. So then we're going to come here and we're going to pull this up, grab this, pull it out, turn him around, pull this down, and that's a strong ratchet. So now we're going to take the arms and then we're going to angle them forward. And if it'll co-op. There we go. And it'll peg in there. We'll put that back because it fell off. And those peg in like so. So then we take the butt flap and the hip skirt, make sure they're plugged together. Rotate this. Then we're going to open that up, turn the foot up, fold that all the way around to give him his glorious golden hands. So we'll rinse and repeat. This down to peg the shoulder together. Open the door, foot goes up, hand goes all the way around. Then we gotta make sure this is slid down. Then we come to the back. Big head up. Now the big head actually pegs into these gray sections. So you're gonna wanna, what I do is I spread them just a little bit. And I just realized how inappropriate that sounds, but get your mind out of the gutter and we're gonna move on. So, and then we bring out his horns and there we have the glorious blinged out head. So then, to attach them together, what you're supposed to do is these sections here are going to clip onto these gray sections. And then this backpack will go like so. And you can't see what I'm doing. And then this will peg into the collar. And here we have Armada Prime, and let's raise the camera up some more. So yeah, and now we have Armada Prime in his robot pants mode, which is absolutely the selling point of this. The articulation, it has everything you need in a figure this size. The only problem is his hip skirt's one piece, so you can kind of move it around for leg kick poses, but it'll never look great. But I'm not going to pay $40 for the DNA design upgrade just to give his legs a little more mobility. So then give him his gun, and that's the big problem with this, is that if you're not careful with the shoulders, they're going to pop open. Now, according to the box, he has an Evo Fusion gimmick. You pull these off and they peg onto the barrel of the gun. And I guess now you've got a super gun. Yay. So, as for this, he does have the one big gimmick is he is loaded with blast effect ports. You have one in the gun, one on each barrel tip of this gun, and then you have 10 of them in this missile launcher on his back. So, let's bring in the box of blast effects, and let's have some fun. So... Now, some of these are custom blast effects, so these aren't from Hasbro. And I got the custom ones off eBay, so I have no idea if the guys are still making them or not. Alright, I could have made an effort to make these match more, but at the same time, just look at all the colorful death shooting out of him. And so, for comparisons, we'll bring back Earthrise Prime and Armada Megatron. And he just towers over them, which is good. And for you who are interested in future gimmicks, it looks like they might do Armada Jetfire at the bare minimum, because this gold piece on his chest can be removed, and now he has a port to plug in a new chest plate, like when he would combine with Jetfire, and then he has a peg hole right here on his back that would accommodate Armada Overload, if they make one. You can actually take an OG Overload and it'll kind of attach, but the style and the shaping just don't match. So, you know, in conclusion, this thing's awesome. If you have the money and can get one, do it. I don't regret it. So that's my look at Armada Prime from the Legacy line. Thanks for watching.